Machiegni e Otit Mach TV.
News madonjo odiochieng' ma kawuono en news mar lit kaluwore ni odiochienge mokalo gieki noyangnwa ni achiel kuom chuo mane nitiere ng'anyo manong'ere gi nying mar Boniface Kariuki Mwangi nobedo admitted Kenyatta Hospital manyaka sani eri osebedo ka yudo surgeries mopogore opogore kata osebed kitimone surgeries mopogore opogore ka nyaka sani osebed kiyango ni part mar obwongo ne ok ti. Maeri en gima nokete lemo kata gima nokete kinda sumbi gakuru kata kinda kuru gasumbi kaluwore ni yo mane obwongo ne okethore ne ok ong'eyore ni en ng'ama nyalo survive nyaka kinde ni eri kata ng'ama nyalo bedo ni survive nyaka kinde ni eri. Makmani news modonjo en news ma ok ber. To mokwongo arwako ujoera mag Otit Mach. Ka in wendo kaeri kik wiyi wil ma ok subscribe ka in kodwa kaeri pile. Idio like button iweno pachi comment section karwone kinde moro amora ma yudo pachi miyo wang'eyo aina video miero kendo sami subscribe no ero chiwo signal na YouTube kendo gimedo dhiro video ni eri ne onagi mang'eny. Modonjo en ni Boniface Kariuki Mwangi kore yangonwa ni obwongo ne ok ti kata yangonwa gi dho ngere ni en brain dead. Maeri kaluwore ni e kinde ni eri gimomako ngimane kata keto ngimane sani eri en mana mashinde mochuo kuome kata mashinde ma en godo kende manyaka sani eri pod omako ngimane kiyangonwa ni obwongo ne osetho, chunye ema pod gwecho kata chunye ema pod gwere. Makmani matut miyango ni mashinde gi eki pod ok nyal gol kaluwore gi chik kata kaluwore gi luwo chik, pok wang'eyo chik ma yango ni pod ok nyal gol mashinde gi eki. Makmana ni maeri en ranyisi ni mondo mi o survive tek kata mondo mi odog ma o survive kinde ni eri tek ka chunye ema pod gwecho. Makmana ni obwongo ne tiyango ni ok ti kata obwongo ne ok nitiere kama ber. Wakwongo ne video ni eri kwa wago mbaka mang'eny.
We received a call at around midnight. It was at around 12:47 midnight from the hospital itself. They needed to have a brief with us, and we have already received the brief. We have been told what is happening, and the reality of the things, what is happening is that Boniface Mwangi Kariuki is confirmed to be brain dead. So that's where and how far we are. The hospital bill now is quite higher. We are at 3 point something now. So we are praying and hoping now for the well-wishers, because now when somebody has been confirmed brain dead, we know what it means. So the brainstem of Boniface Mwangi Kariuki, it's not working any longer. So for all the well-wishers, we as the family of Boniface Mwangi Kariuki, we cry upon you, because a lot of hopes and promises were being given to us, but none has come through. So on behalf of that, we were given a pay bill for the medical bill fund, whereby is 76,82,551 account. It's your name, and the name that to reflect out of that pay bill, it's Boniface Mwangi Kariuki Medical Fund. So hapo ndipo tuko. Thank you.
Inaitwa Jona Kariuki Nyambura. Inaitwa Jona Kariuki Nyambura. Mimi ndio baba ya Boniface Mwangi. Na tuliitwa, nilipigiwa kama saa 6 usiku, kaambiwa tukuje tuongee na madaktari, na tumeambiwa brain yake haifanyi kazi. Sasa tukujua kuanzia hapo sasa ni gani. Tujaambiwa ameondoka, lakini tumeambiwa brain yake haifanyi kazi, lakini roho inapiga. Sasa hiyo njia ingine tunaomba usaidizi kutoka kwa Kenya, atusaidie kulingana na hiyo process na hiyo bill, lakini tuigawa tujaambiwa kabisa ni ngapi inatakikana.
Will you give it to Inoro? Yeah? Are you giving it to Inoro? Yeah. So you should talk in Kikuyu. Yeah. Tata Keri. Kikoyo. Okay.
Kinde ma mage timore ma pod medo bedo malit en ni josiasa pod wuoyo e yo ma ok kare kaluwore ni Kipchumba Murkomen noyango ni omiyo obila chik mar shuto jong'anyo kata chik mar shuto jok madhi e mbele ka obila. Kae kinde no ero William Ruto bende noseyango ni odhi chung' gi obila duto te kinde ma gitimo tijegi kata kinde ma gitimo tich makare mar geng'o jok ma ketho gige jopiny. Oseyango ni mairi en gima ok dhi gi ratiro mar dhano kata ratiro mar ji kaluwore ni ok oyiene obila nego ji kata ok oyiene obila nego ng'ata ng'ata kong'eyore ni ng'anyo gieki gin ma ji oseyango ni onego bed ni gin peaceful, mak mana ni kinde ma ji owuok ni dhi e ng'anyo gieki to tulo wuok kaluwore ni obila rakore gi ji kata obila kinde duto wuok mar bayo ji gi tear gas. Kes mar Boniface Mwangi en gima nyaka sani ji nong'eyo ni en ng'at mane onge makosa moro amora, en ng'at mane owuok kendo ne nitiere chiro kata en ng'at mane ochung' kamanyo ma kinde no ero en nouso mask ne jok ma tear gas oromo dendgi kata jok ma tear gas oromo wang'gi to miyogi mask kinde no ero. Koro warito madhi mbele kawa gima warito sani eri kata miyango sani ni kogol ne mashin no ero to en ng'ama koro dhi bedo declared ni en ng'ama osewito ngimane kata ng'ama osetho. Wamedo bedo gi anyuola ni eri e kuyo. Ka in wendo ka eri kikuyo wil ma ok subscribe timedo wenwa pachi e comment section kaluwore gi weche gi eki. E kinde ma nyaka sani weche mag siasa medo chacho kata medo bedo mapek e kinde ma kata 2027 pok ochope monego bed ni ji campaign kendo ji goye ombulu no ero.
We are not fine. This cycle of violence and disagreements and protest really has to come to an end. What our people and our young people particularly are seeking is that they are listened to. And our leaders, particularly our leaders in government, who are the ones who have consequential convening power, are the only ones who can put people together in the manner in which even civic leaders are suggesting, so that we can focus on the solutions to the challenges and the problems that we are dealing with. But it cannot be that, when something happens like happened last Wednesday, we now begin saying things that are very interesting. Honestly speaking, it's so difficult to even try to repeat some of the things I'm hearing. How can you say, now we are talking about one community, or saying, the people who were on the streets came from Muranga and Nyeri, and then they went all the way to Kericho and Kisii and Kakamega and Mombasa. So there was no one in Muranga and Nyeri that day. Everyone left Muranga and Nyeri, went to Busia and Kisumu. Honestly, Narok, we are, that is worse than a joke, honestly. When you are talking about the grave nature of the challenges that we are dealing with, how can we trivialize such a serious national crisis and then subject it to, hilarious jokes like those? Let's be serious. And personally, I associate myself with the remarks and the position that has been taken by the religious leaders in this country, private sector groups that are saying the same thing as we are saying, namely that our country is headed the wrong direction. And this is not rocket science. You don't need a PhD from Harvard to know we are headed the wrong direction. You can see it is written all over the place. And in saying so, we are saying this is a patriotic moment. It's a moment for all of us to cross ranks. Wacha tuweke kando hata hiyo mambo ingine yote, siasa nini. We're talking about uchaguzi is 25 or 26 months away. Our country must survive first, and we must be a stable nation before we get there. So let us not even stop talking about those businesses, about elections and stuff like that. Focus on the stability of the country. I have been moving around, talking to people. I go to, meet people. Look here, I am in charge here today, sitting with these leaders. The level of bitterness and anger down below in the country is unprecedented. I have not seen that before. Now, to imagine that there's nothing wrong and carry on as if it's business as usual, honestly, you have to be a very strange person. We are asking our brothers and sisters, and then, as I said, this is a patriotic moment. This is a time for the country. And what is being called upon now, it's also a leadership moment. Let's stand up and do the right thing for our country. And it cannot be based on excuses, some of them laughable. That, I don't know who, I saw them on the TV, they're dropping money. So when you saw them dropping money, why didn't you arrest them? Because, when leaders tell us these things, and I've said this several times before, I mean, as a minister, if I was a cabinet minister myself, as a minister, I would never make allegations. Sasa niwaambie nyinyi wananchi mfanye nini? Hamuna pingu, hamuna polisi, hamwezi kukamata mtu. Sasa nikuje kulia huko kwa wananchi, mfanye nini nyinyi wananchi? Yule ako na madaraka wa kufanya hiyo kazi, hawezi kuja aseme ni wale ama ni huyu. If you have evidence huyo mtu ako na maneno, onyesha watu hii evidence ndio hii, huyu amefanya makosa haya na hatutaki mtu akufanya makosa kama haya. Sasa sio wakati wa kulaumiana tafadhali. Sasa tuende kwa kazi. And these leaders wajue kwamba all of us the citizens they lead. Sisi tunataka kuwa support wakitafuta solutions kwa nchi yetu. Wacha sasa tuache hii maneno ya kuongea eti nini siasa nini. Elections are 26 or 25 months away. We can now spend all our time on that and the country is burning. So that is my view, and that's what I think needs to happen. Let us put all our energy now on the solutions to our country. We need a stable country, we need a progressive country, we need a country that works together, and we need a country where we can live together. Let's stop this business of now starting to drag excuses. Is one community, it came from where? Which community? I mean, we are all a community of suffering people.